Hello, chaps and chapheads, man. This is actually what we've all been waiting for. FUT Champions. We're currently 2-0 with a brand new team. The 5 at the back team. Thomas Tuchel has been coaching the boys. And we're ready to get stuck in. We're ready to get stuck in into the third game. And I have to say, it really is scary. But, you have to be a leader out there for the team, because if they see you as getting a little bit shook, then maybe that's going to pass through. The energy, they're going to feel it. So you have to be very composed heading out to the FUT Champ Stadium in front of all the characters, in front of all the chaps. And my guy Mertens coming through straight away. What a goal by the boy. Mertens is actually really turning up. He's a hell of a player. And we got him on the cheap. Jobber actually managed to get me a little discount, half price type thing. I'll tell you what though, I'm not happy about this. They've got a clone of Chiesa. My goodness me, I don't know who's managed to get this boy to the cloning facility and replicate the boy. But it's a hell of a shame because he's a banging player. And it's a mixed bag of emotions as my guy Mertens going on through and he slots. He really does. But yeah, no, it's tough because, at one end you're like, come on Chiesa, lad, bag that. I mean, the other end you're kind of wishing he missed a sitter or something like that. And I tell you what, Correa has come through for the other team. What a dink there, Shez. My guy Shez, he got done. He got absolutely rinsed and I just had to kind of put my head in my hands for that, just pretend I didn't see it type thing. And then Chesney shouted over, did you see that, lad? And I was like, nah. And for some reason, he was really kind of chuffed about getting chipped. And I'm not really too sure why, but we take the lead again. 3-2. My Chiesa this time. The friend. Hello. Yeah, literally cut the mic. They're kind of cruising, man, whoever's doing that. So, Savage, we're looking to do the most here. 72nd minute. This is where it's getting tense because the next goal could potentially decide the game. And my guy in Singer looking to turn away, gets the ball across Mertens, and he slots it, man. That's massive. That is huge. As Savage giving it to Spinazzola. And we're finding that space a lot, playing with that 5 at the back. The wing backs are so important for this system, this style of play. If you're willing to play that wide area with Spinazzola every time, you're going to produce something. You're going to come up with a little bit of magic as Spinazzola doing the old 1-2s. Get the ball across Mertens. He's in a foot race with Marquinhos. Marquinhos coming out on toes. Not really too sure what's going on there. Hang on a minute. Alphonso Davies. He's just done an absolute mid. He's just done a little hurdle jump. I think at this point, some of the team, you could see they just weren't up for it. I think with certain teams, they just kind of rot away at the end and they just can't be arsed anymore. And as you can see, the guy's doing a flipping jump over the ball towards the end of the game. It's kind of pathetic, I won't lie. But this lad, Dybala, had a point to prove as he takes it past Koulibaly and Manolis and he absolutely rips that. Beyblade let it rip type thing. That guy was actually cruising through. So we managed to get that win, despite that Dybala banger and all the rest of it. And I have to say, the Padme FC fans are really turning up in numbers to the FUT Champions Stadium. It's not too far in terms of distance, because it's actually quite close to the Padme FC Stadium, obviously located in Coruscant. And we've been recently going in these big parties of everyone from Padme FC, and we've been going to the theatre nearby after. And we've had these kind of like mini celebrations after the games, and just kind of watching the theatre shows and stuff like that. It's been banging. It has been really, really clean. So, it's a good atmosphere for this season, and we want to try and keep that good atmosphere. And it's certainly only going to get better when Chiesa's banging it like that. The real Chiesa type thing, the original, the OG. And what a finish. So we're looking to keep it solid in defence. Manolis stepping out. Look what he's doing, man. Just closing the space. But Cuaderado's got to step out here and get the ball. What's he looking to do? He's getting done. He's getting rinsed. Marlon across for Jude Bells. Marco Reus. Oh, man. Fireworks going off, a bit of confetti landing in your eye. That's going to be a lawsuit we're actually thinking of sending on through. There's a bit of confetti that went in somebody's eye and that is potentially injuries and all of that. Although they're absolutely fine and they just got it straight out, but we can do with the extra rags. So, Chiesa coming on through. Look what he's saying up against Fernandez in a brutal battle to the death. Savage looking to turn. Oh my days, and I tell you, Savage, he's saying to the critics right now, look, he actually saw a critic up in the stands and he was like, how do you like me now, sightseeing? How you like me now, little tune? Because a lot of people wrote him off. They said to Savage, you're just not good enough. You're not quick enough. You're not a meta player, is what they said to him. And he was like, first of all, don't know what the hell you're talking about. And second of all, I'm too rough for the lot of you. Like, there's no one that can actually compete in a 50-50. And he's shown that time and time again as we give it to Barella and he just smashes the net there. He absolutely rips it, man. And, at this point of the game, it's like, you've got to just stay solid in that 5 at the back as they're looking to break us down again. And getting through to Hazard. Through for Marlon. Just trying to find an inch of space and he does. And the confetti again. You know, we're just counting up the racks at this point, I'll tell you that. So we're looking to get it going again. We're just looking to see it out at this point. 3-2. You know, don't let anything past is what I'm screaming. I literally just said, you know, the little Gandalf quote, you shall not pass. And ever since then, it all just went a bit wrong. You know, I don't know whether that was a bit of voodoo that went against me, because Koulibaly, you know, he's not touched the boy. And I was livid. I was absolutely livid. You know, shouting at everyone I could. I actually accidentally shouted at someone that basically had nothing to do with it. I think he was just like a ball boy or something like that. And it just got a bit awkward. So then Eden Hazard getting out a phone or something and taking a selfie. And it's just a bit cringy, that, to be honest. I've told him that after the game. You know, I do speak to some of the opposition players, and I said that, lad, that was a bit cringy, wasn't it? And, he, you know, he actually deleted the post after the game, and you'll see why. So, Eden Hazard giving the ball to Marlon. Marlon trying to come through. Jude Bells can't get it, intercepted. Now we can hit him on the counter charge, and that's what we're looking to do. It's in the final minutes. 119th, heading into 120th. Cuadrado down this right-hand side in a 1v1 with a boy. Jordi Albs. Jordi Albs can't beat the boy. Barella looking to spin, looking to find a bit of space, and he does across for Diaz, and he's come off the bench and he's banged it. And that's not the first time that he's scored in the last minute, man. And he celebrates. And all of a sudden that social media post goes missing. You know, it goes missing. And they always seem to go missing when the result goes the wrong way. You know, he's not laughing now, is he? Fraud. So, yeah, man, we actually come through against another 4-2-3-1, you know, strategist. To save a little, well, no, it's not really a strategy. It's just a tactical fraud. And, you know, that's just about everyone on here. They're not really about it. As we go 4-0, 4 wins on the bounce, 0 losses. And we're looking to really do the most. As Jabba just pops on the door, he goes, you know... Yeah, man, who's there? My guy Jabba, and he came through. And, you know, he provided the package. You know, for getting Elite 1, me and Hayden Hughes, we didn't actually decide to complete the games. We didn't complete the squad battles tournament type thing, but Marcus Rashford deciding to come on through, and off he went. You know, hate to see him go, but, you know, we take the rags. And then Havertz as well coming on through. Out he goes as well. Another pack coming in. You know, another package from my boy Jobber. And in this one we get Martinez. You know, it's not too shabby. We'll certainly take the rags. But yeah, in terms of Lego Padme FC, once more, like I say, we've been having a lot of fun at the theatres. And I actually, you know, I thank the fans, because the fans are really with Lego Padme this season. And like I say, if we can just keep this kind of atmosphere going, then the win streak's only going to get, you know, they're only going to get bigger and bigger, and we're gonna do massive things. As Koulibaly looking to play out from the back, and we're looking to find the spaces, but it's intercepted there. It's a poor pass, and they were slacking, man. They were slacking. It's another game where they haven't had the green tea, they haven't had the Weetabix, and I told them since they stepped out, you had the old snag, and they said nah. And as soon as they said that, I was like, oh no. Oh, no. So we go 3-0 down in just about half an hour. Tactically, we just weren't about it. We're rushing our play. You know, we're just giving it to them, and teams like this can really hurt you. So I looked to switch up to the 4-2-4, brought in Hansi Flick, I called him up, and he turned up in a heartbeat, like a little delivery type thing. And we got back in the game, you know, Spinazzola looking to apply the pressure. You know, we were really going at him, but tactically, I'm not really too sure what's going on there. Savage, you know, just about playing him on side. And that's not good enough, man. You know, that isn't good enough from Lego Padme FC. She had high expectations, and I was chatting to her, and you know, because she was actually able to sit with me for this game, a special game. And she wasn't happy at all throughout the game, man. You know, it just wasn't a great time, this match. You know, I really thought that this is where we could take it to the next level, you know, bag that 5-0. And all of a sudden, my team just not turning up. They've not had the Weetabix. They've not put in the effort. You know, they're trying to fight, and Hansi Flick is out there. You know, he's screaming at these players, trying to get them going. And he is getting them going, but it's just not enough. It's not enough as we lose our first game of FUT Champs. And, you know, the fans of Lego Padme, they were clapping the team. They were trying to show their support, but I wasn't happy. And Lego Padme did, of course, do the bow in front of the fans. And yeah, I mean, it was a nice moment for the fans, between Lego Padme and the fans, you know, just to show that they're still supporting the team no matter what. But we got to get the results, and I said that. And this time we are piling on the green tea, piling on the Weetabix for this next game. And it's a different look. It's a different look completely. As Cuadrado gets the ball across, and they're bottling early. You know, Spurs FC type wave. And Mertens looking to go at him. What we got is Spinazzola. Back for the boy. Look at that from... Oh, my days. It's not even Mertens. I'm getting mixed up with the boy Chiesa, but he gets it across to Mertens. And all of a sudden, we get a goal. And that's the end of that. Just like that, they wrapped him up. It's a wrap. It's done. So, we're looking at 5-1, which isn't actually too bad. You know, it's not absolutely insane. But I think we do need to get... If we want to get rank 1, we have to aim for something like 16 out of 20, which is no easy feat. You know, that is not an easy task at all. Because these teams are coming thick and fast and they're actually really good. You know, these are tactically some of the best teams out there. You've got a lot of the Empire competing. So you've got people like Tarkin. I think there's Grand Admiral Thrawn is actually a manager as well competing in amongst them. So, you know, we've got some top tacticians that are in this tournament. And they're looking to go at us as we concede there with Gabriel Jesus. The boy was just too strong, too much. You know, too much for the defence. And he's got bags of ability like a lot of these players. But in extra time, we're coming through. It's Diaz again who gets it across this time for Mertens. And I'll tell you, he's a hell of a player. We're building up from the back here. Barella looking to find a bit of space. Using the wing backs. You know, using that width for Dama Traore. The guy's just come on. He's rapid. He's raps. And he gets it across for Chiesa. And we bag and tag him. That's what you love to see, man. That's what you love to see in extra time. You know, these games are close. These are tough games against, like I say, top tacticians. And we have to be getting the results for Lego Padme. You know, Lego Padme FC is high expectations at this club. It's got a history of, you know, getting Elite 2, of getting Elite 3. And me personally as a manager back in the day, you know, I slap it on my CV and all of that. You know, a top 100 back in the day. You know, that was quite a lot of seasons ago, but I'll tell you that. So, we go 1-0 up in this game. And the manager just, like, whispered to me or something. He whispered in my ear. I was like, he was like, GG, lad. And then he just sprinted off. And he tripped over and made a right fool of himself. The camera's actually caught. He tripped over. And, yeah, just an absolute fraud of a manager. But he just ran off. And that had to be counted as a forfeit. So I'm not really too sure what's going on. Like, I've heard stories of a lot of managers, like fraud managers, just kind of dipping. I'm not really too sure what's going on there. But... you know, kudos to him. They're kind of jokers. Like, they're actually kind of funny. So Spinazzola going down this left-hand side. What's he looking to do? Taking him on. Like, oh my days, Gomez. You've just been absolutely done, lad. He's been skinned. Skinned alive. Cooked. Wow. He's in the grill. And look at this, man. Insigne. He's looking across the line. What are they doing? What are they doing? You know, who are these managers? I want to know what sort of strats they're saying. The guy's passing it out from the back as if there isn't, like, all of these players pressing him. You know, what are they doing, some of these teams? I really don't know. You know, this is meant to be the top tacticians, and I'm just seeing a bunch of frauds as we go 8-1. You know, we're looking to do the most. So, you know, Lego Padme at this point is actually kind of having a little giggle. As I think, is that Xabi Alonso? Mate, Xabi Alonso as a manager, that's kind of vibey. But he's a fraud. As you go 1-0 down. And Xabi Alonso, I had to pay my respects to the boy. And, you know, I said to him, like, you're actually a good football player, but not sure about manager. And he was like, oh, like, he didn't like that at all. You could tell the little slide dig actually got to the boy. And his team just weren't turning up at all. He's 2-0 down within half an hour. As Manolas looking to get across here. And we're set up on that counter-attack again. As Barella gives it to Savage. The boy himself, Savage. Just having a bit of a breather. You know, he's happy just to sit cozy at times as Mertens gets hold of a ball in around the edge of a box. And the guy picks out Spinazzola with a hell of a ball. Spinazzola gets it across. Hey? I'm sorry. Mate, are these players like... oh my god, wait, what? Mate, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? So he goes from scoring, like, one of his players just complete mutiny and running into his own net as if he was being controlled by... you know, like some external force or something, and a Jedi mind trick. I'm not really too sure if there's, you know, Jedi in the stands doing the most, if he is my guy, but... and then Babs goes and bangs it off a corner, and then, you know, we end up slapping the boy anyway. You know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for... I think this manager was actually... I think this was Hayden Hughes. You know, my assistant manager that I've been working with recently, and he just wasn't about it tactically. As we go 9-1. You know, nice little animation there, really upping the budget on the thing. So, yeah, chaps and chappets... I have to see you on the next one, man. We're currently 10 games down, 10 to go in a jiff.
I spiked the mic up on purpose, laughed like a clown in the circus. Shout out to Curtis.
Davis, a centre back. Got a receipt, so I sent her back. Put a claymore on my door. Why should be calling me petty? I hit a shot top bins. Short of more fizz than a Pepsi.